What's happening, everybody? How is everybody doing? I am doing absolutely fantastic. I went to the Vette on the River 2022 in Leclaire, Iowa. Uh, First off, if you guys have never gone and you're local enough to make it, it's definitely worth the trip. All the proceeds go to help veterans, so it's a noble cause. It's a fantastic event, and the city of Leclaire pretty much opens the door for us. Just kind of it makes it a very warm and welcoming environment. Everybody that was at the show was fantastic as well. Event organizers, I can't say enough about it. So I'm kind of doing a commentary over all of this, so we're just going to kind of go over the whole video, me talking, because first off, we got a bunch of wind noise and we've got a bunch of copyrighted content, music, if you will. So I'm just going to kind of walk around and kind of highlight the things that I actually like, and we're just going to kind of talk about it as we go. So here, this year's the first Corvette that I looked at, and I was trying to kind of, I try to have a method to the madness. I'll just point out the cars as they go along. This one right here, I thought the hood paint job was pretty cool. If we go underneath the hood here real quick, you'll see it's got carbon fiber. It's really cool. Nice touch on the painted underhood there. That's pretty cool. The body color accents, really nice. I do like that as well. It's real carbon fiber because as you move the camera and pan it across, you can see that it does have some depth to it, so it's not a sticker. I didn't really get too close to see if that was a sticker or paint, but regardless, it looks pretty cool. Pretty standard looking Vette here. Likewise, a standard looking Corvette. Now, I may act like I'm not impressed by some of these Corvettes. That's not the case. I'm just, I'm trying to hurry along. It took about 40 minutes to get across this, so so I'm just gonna kind of yammer as we go. So here, the C5s, I really do like the C5s, and I hear the Z06, this black Z06 coming up here. Before I got my car, this was actually the car that I was wanting. It was a black Z06. The one that I actually test drove out in California had black wheels, a black leather interior, and it was black. And it was a gorgeous car. And the only thing is, it needed a lot of work to get it in presentable condition. So yeah, I decided to pass on it. I figured my money could be better spent elsewhere, so I got a C4 instead. This one here, pretty cool. With a lot of race car type cars like this, it's a little hard to nail down if it's a tribute car or what is going on with it. I didn't really pay attention to see if the owner was running around, but I did see a dash plaque here. So if you guys want to pause the video, you're more than welcome to sit there and read that. I do like tribute cars, cars that are kind of set up like something else, and they're a tribute of something else that has gone on. A lot of people use those as bucket list cars. Pretty cool little car here. I imagine a lot of kids give pretty good reactions for this. Not quite too big of a fan on that spoiler though. It just doesn't do it. But I understand where we're going with that, so yeah. Brand new Corvette here. Pretty slick. I like that body style, but we're gonna see this teal one in another video here soon, later on. This guy actually won second place for this car, for the C4. And check this out. Little mini car, and then a mini car in the mini car. So that's pretty slick. This is actually that car that's in the magazine there, and on the back side of the car, I do kind of do a walk around here. This one here, this is the car that you're looking at here. This isn't a tribute car or anything. This is the Green Monster. Anyway, if you guys have a magazine with this car in it, you're looking at it right here. Gorgeous car. Love the paint job. The wheels don't quite do it for me because, you know, they're not the factory wheels. You know, it is what it is. Only downside I saw about this car is it does not appear to have the original windshield. Not a big deal. Honestly, I like the regular C4 windshield because a lot of the ZR1 windshields tend to be delaminating, which I'll show you here later on. This one here, this right here is probably the most vanilla of the C5s. I love it though, so don't get me wrong there. Here's another gorgeous car, C4. This one here is also ZR1. Oh my goodness, I want this car. I don't like this color. A lot of people like the ruby, and frankly, it just doesn't do it for me with the ruby. But you know what? This does have the original windshield, or an original ZR1 windshield, and you can kind of see the haloing around the edge. That's one good indicator that the car has a original ZR1 windshield. That being said, the car is in pretty good shape. I mean, I didn't really see anything that would really make me go eee, you know. But anyway, the halo around the windshield, you can kind of see that in the corners there. And Corvette, some racing stripes here, pretty snazzy looking there. Yellow one there, the yellow convertible. A couple other regular looking Corvettes. Then we get another C8 in transformation mode. Now, I did notice on some of these stripes that some of these guys had, they had like a metallic flake, so I don't think that a lot of them were stickers. Appears to be here's a C5 with some Indianapolis 500 stickers on the side here. 86 pace car, the way it's set up there. This year, I believe this was a 96. Had an LT1 in it. Automatic beige interior, convertible, repro A molds on it. A few aftermarket goodies on it. Not anything that's this thing here. I like everything that's going on in this engine bay. And then for some reason I turned around and looked at this. I was like, I don't know. I got distracted. Anyway, let's just kind of walk around here. I see the pace car there. That does kind of stand out to me. Trying to look at some of these plaques as I go. Like this right here, gorgeous car, just sneaking up. I mean, I'm trying to stay in line here, though. I'm trying to have a method to the madness here, but this thing is just too alluring. This right here is a bucket list Corvette for me. Gorgeous car. I love the chrome on these cars. I don't like convertibles. However, this convertible is acceptable to me. I love this body style in a convertible form. I'm not as big of a fan on the coupe. I mean, this is just the perfect Corvette for me. Although, I like the C1 white. Anyway, we'll go with that in a minute. So here I am circling back around to this pace car. Now, the really cool thing is about this car, and I've seen this car around, so I know the person. I mean, I know it's not a trailer queen. So the way this car is preserved is interesting. The really cool thing is it's got wheel covers. I don't know if you guys can see it through the spokes there, but it's got wheel covers, dust covers for the wheels. I've seen them in catalogs. I've never seen them on a car, for the exception of that one, and that's why I recognize that car. Got some cat fight there. Now, they had some construction going on during this whole event here. I mean, they'd shut it down for the event, so it was not going on as everything was going on. So I jump back in the line. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going around the perimeter first, And it's unfortunate that I did this and not circled back and forth across, because by the time I do get back, a lot of the cars in the middle are gone, which is a big bummer. I don't understand why some of these guys didn't stick around, but it is what it is. There were a lot of C8s there. I'm actually surprised to see how many people have plunked down $30,000, $40,000 over MSRP and then still were all about putting some aftermarket goodies on their C8s. You know, I mean, that's a lot of money, but I imagine if you've got nothing better to do with it, you're more than welcome to do it. And, you know, I can't imagine too many people are buying these with, you know, cash. So, I mean, yeah, there are some, but I can't imagine all of them. But it is interesting to see how many of these are already getting customized. You know, that's the interesting thing about a Corvette. A Corvette isn't just a car that you want to preserve and make you know, a time capsule. I see a lot of people that buy these cars, they make them their own, and then, you know, it is what it is. Now the C8, oh, that right there, that was a good looking car. I love that color. That color just it's like a popsicle blue. You just want to go up and lick the darn thing. So here we go. We've got another C8, and my goodness, that just looks gorgeous. That engine bay is just wonderful looking. You know, the color's pretty good. I'm not 100% sold on it. This, you know, these Corvettes here, this body style here, I'm not really too sold on it because, you know, frankly, a lot of them look like Vipers, and, you know, everybody can say, oh, well, they were copying off the Viper, or the Viper was copying off of it. It doesn't matter. It just looks too much like a Viper. It is what it is. And, you know, vice versa. Vipers look a lot like Corvettes, and there is an argument to be had there. Have that here, but, you know, anyway. So anyway, I'm looking at some of these cars, and, you know, when I say I don't particularly like this one, or, you know, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. I like all cars. I like all Corvettes especially, and the thing is, it's just, I'm really trying to run through this. I've got my wife in tow, and she's really putting up with me pretty good. And yeah, this one here is a pretty cool looking C8. Looked like there was a giveaway or something going on with it. Not sure. I mean, like I said, got my wife in tow, and it's hot. The sun is pretty intense. Gorgeous day though. But anyway, I really like the stripes. You got the Corvette logo and the stripe on the roof. The two-tone, well, three-tone interior. That dash looks pretty cool. The color isn't quite a steel color. I mean, it's a really gorgeous car, and I like the spoiler. I like the way that the engine bay is done up. I like the wheels. I don't really love them. I mean, you know, but the whole package is done up pretty nice. I like how the emblem basically starts out the stripe. It's pretty cool. I do like how these are set up. You know, there's this blue in here, interesting. It's got strobes on it. The camera's not really picking it up because my frame rate's not high enough to. This red one here was pretty cool. It kind of looked like a Z06. You see me stop here, right there, and I'm like, wait a second, let me go back and check this out. It had a body kit on it, and the hood itself, I mean, the dude could have gotten away with just the hood and it would have been fine, but he went all out. Look at this engine bay. Oh my goodness, this thing is great looking. I just love it. A lot of red. It's a lot of red, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of red, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got both tops with the car. Pretty cool. This one here, I like it. Not a huge fan of that hood, but you know what? It looks great. This right here, a nice, gorgeous ZR1. This guy here got first place. for the C4s. And yeah, that's all I was really concerned about was the C4s, because, you know, I got a C4, so that's what I'm gonna like, right? This right here is a bucket list car for me. I kind of want not a red on red, but, you know, a ZR1. And this, you know, I would love a red ZR1 or like a dark purple. Not the ruby, but definitely a dark purple would be really cool. But, you know, it's a gorgeous looking car. I mean, this one didn't have a whole lot of miles. And got another C8 there. And another. And another. Sorry about that, guys. I was actually yawning. If you yawned, leave a comment in the comment section. But anyway, yeah, no, there was another C8. Got these guys here. Oh my god, look at that blue. Yep, these guys are from Missouri. It's a good looking C3 there. I kind of like the champagne colored wheels on some of the C5s. I like C6s too, but I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I have my favorites, but yeah. Got a 85. No, that was an 84. Sorry, that was an 84 C4 there, with knockoff A mold wheels. That one was actually for sale. Had cloth interior. It was a nice looking car, not perfect, but how many of them are perfect? It had super low miles too. Another gorgeous blue. I love that blue. That blue is just magnifique. Now I will say that, yes, I said earlier with this blue one that I really do prefer the convertible, but you know what? I can go for a split window any day. I don't like any of them that are not split windows. You know, I can understand why some people did that, because I mean that's a huge obstruction in your view, but the guys that held out, yeah, gorgeous engine bay. You know, a lot of these cars, are actually in pretty good shape, and a lot of people do take the time to actually take and clean up the car's engine bay. A lot of things that irritate me at a car show are dirty paint prep, and you know, when somebody's repainting a car, they repaint the car and they don't clean and get the thing prepped before they spray it. And typically in the corners of a trunk you'll see sprayed dirt. Another thing that really irritates me is dirty engine bays at a car show. This one here is also another C4 that's for sale. It seemed like every red C4, for the exception of the one ZR1, was there for sale, which, yeah, it is kind of annoying, but not really. I mean, yeah, I understand, you know, you're going to the target audience, but yeah. It was a good looking car, don't get me wrong. It was a good looking car. I just, you know, whatever. And one thing that really, like that yellow just really pops. You see the fenders? That's pretty cool. The little chrome gills. One thing that gets me is how unique each one of these cars it actually is. I mean, you can have 100 million of these things, which there are nearly 100 million. Let's not fool ourselves. It's one of the most popular sports cars. But that being said, each one of these cars has a unique personality, because when somebody buys one of these cars, they're actually inserting their heart and soul, typically, Some people buy them to flip them, and then you kind of see that, and they're usually the guys that just don't care. They just go out and do a burnout. They don't care about the car, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But these cars here that you're looking at right now, these are the types of cars the soul of the owner is being transferred into the car. You know, the car is becoming part of the identity of the owner, and it's not necessarily the owner is becoming the car. You know, a lot of people, like the New Balance, khaki short or jean short, Corvette owner. That's not what's going on here. What's going on is the car is absorbing the personality and traits of the owner, and that's what you see a lot of. Now this right here, the ultimate Corvette, hands down, perfect Corvette. This is the Corvette of Corvettes to me. This is, whenever I think of Americana, this is the Corvette that comes to mind. Phenomenal. This is the perfect setup for me. I don't want any other Corvette if this one was the one look at it. Look at this thing. I mean, really, look at it. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Drool, drool, drool. I don't know if you saw the streak of drool on the pavement there, but there was one. This car here had like a few thousand miles on it. It's not, I mean, there's a sticker to like 29,000 or 2,900 miles. The only, like I said with the engine bay, car looks gorgeous. Car's really clean. 2,900 miles, but the engine bay is completely filthy. I think maybe they can't get down there and clean it on their own. That's no big deal, but that's kind of a pet peeve for me. But it is what it is. This car here, the white one with the red accents, that one's pretty cool. I like that one. Like I said, with the two that we just passed a second ago with the murals on the hood, this one here is an extension of the owner, and I would argue that the owner has had more influence on the car than the car has on the owner. And yeah, I mean, that's that you're not mistaken for anything. For those of you who are wondering how the top goes in the back of the cars, the C8s there, the ones that don't have the mechanical top. This one here, I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I like that one, but I keep coming back to that one later on in the show, after I get done filming here. And it reminded me of an RC car that I used to have when I was little. This red one here is a pretty nice one. I like the fact that, I find it interesting that a lot of these, the C2s don't really get customized the way that say your C5s and ups do, the C5s, 6s, and 7s do with their owners. And I want to say it's because these cars are more respected, but I don't necessarily think that that's the point. What I'm thinking more is the type of people that have these. Yes, they're wanting the investment quality, but they're not getting any younger, and the car is, they're literally preserving the car for the next generation. I mean, you have the generation that, yes, did stuff like this, put Kragers and stuff on them, and there are a few that are outliers that are, running around that have been modified, but you don't really see many people buying them and then modifying them past what they have already been 20, 30 years ago. I mean, you do, but it's like super rare, and that's just, that's kind of where I'm going with that. You know, I do like it when you see a bunch of Corvettes in a row that are of different generations and transitional generations, so you can see the evolution of the design of the Corvette. That really is a cool. Like this here, you know, you've got the different dashes. So the side pipes. I almost forgot about the side pipes. This thing is gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. I do like it when people have like pictures of, you know, what the car used to look like, or like they have a collage of you know, what the car looked like when they were fixing it up, and you know, family members that have had the cars. And yeah, it just things like that really make me happy about it. These Corvettes here are pretty traditional looking. I get down here to this yellow one. I do like the vented hood on this yellow one. This yellow one's really good. Here I am trying to not run over that guy there. And this car here is one of those cars where, man, you just, I don't know. It's gorgeous. But anyway, you can see this car is ready to go. I mean, you wanna go out on the town, and you want to cruise the avenue and try to impress your old lady, relive your youth, basically. But yeah, I like this yellow one. I'm not particular of the yellow, and I don't really like the chrome stripes or the chrome strips on the back of the trunk there. But you know what? I wouldn't want this car any other way. And this guy over here was having some mechanical problems that he was trying to rectify, so I didn't really want to nose in there too much and just kind of distract him. He was pretty busy. Another bucket list Corvette for me, pace car. This one here is my favorite paint job of the later C3s, and obviously, you know, not my favorite motor, but it's definitely, you know, it's a love-hate relationship with that interior, but the paint job itself looks nice. I like that paint job. There's been a couple of those that I've almost gotten, and yeah. Yeah, just kind of walking by him. I just don't want to get involved in that. He's got it under control. This guy right here, I did want to spend some time on that one because you'll notice that it has a hatch that opens. The rear glass opens. You know, it's something I have never understood why they waited. And you know, from my understanding, not all of the 82s had the opening rear hatch. And it's a relatively obscure option to find. Here I stop, take a break. Now we're back. Kind of pick up where we left off. We did kind of cut across. I like the blue, the yellow, the silver. Isn't quite my favorite color on this body style, but whatever. Another ZR1, not the correct wheels, but I'm not gonna knock the guy. The guy and I had a little bit of an interaction, and I asked the guy about his car. But anyway, just kind of like, we'll dive into this and then we'll touch on that ZR1 here in just a second. So the ZR1 here, when I circle the car, you'll notice the paint doesn't quite look like I guess I don't circle it there, but basically that car had been wet sanded from top to bottom, and the guy said it had like 43,000 miles on it or something, and it was a gorgeous car, just put it that way. Another C8 with some racing stripes and red interior. One really cool thing, that little tugboat there, oh my goodness, you can go on rides on that. It's pretty cool. The building in the background there is Buffalo Bill Museum, and basically it's got a huge steamboat in it, and there's a lot of history, you know, in the upper Mississippi, especially where Leclaire is. Basically, it was a small town for pilots, boat pilots, and they would navigate the Rock Island Rapids. And the stretch of Mississippi River where I frequent was one of the most treacherous parts on the upper Mississippi to try to navigate any sort of boats. And up until they put the lock and dam system in the early I think it was 1935 was when they started the lock and dam project. I know that they had other projects going on, but anyway, I'm getting into the weeds there. But anyway, yeah, long story short, it was a bad stretch of river, and boat pilots would stay in Leclaire and be hired out of Leclaire. So a little bit of history there for you guys. So anyway, back to the Corvettes. This one here in particular kind of stood out to me just because I like the color. I liked how it was set up, and the stripe here, check out the stripe. It's got the little Corvette logo in there. It's just kind of a nice little touch there. I really like when, you know, things come together like that. We've got the base model Corvettes mixed in here, you know, and just because it's a base model, you know, that's something that a lot of people don't want to accept. Just because you have a base model Corvette doesn't mean anything. Hey, you got a Corvette, right? You can enjoy that car, and you can make it into anything you want. That's your prerogative. That's don't let anybody hold you back. Anyway, as you guys can see, as I'm walking past all these, you know, I'm at this point, I am trying to only point out cars that are really interesting. There's another one with the fancy stripes. Here's that steamboat I was talking about. You go in there, there's a pretty neat little museum there. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, as I'm walking past here, I start to see a lot of Corvettes in the area that I first started from leaving, which unfortunately was in the middle that I had not yet gone around. So I did already go around, I just, you know, hadn't filmed it, so, which was kind of a bummer, but whatever. Nice little C8 there. The color wasn't something that really stood out to me as, oh my goodness, I really like that color, but it was one of those colors where you just like stood and looked at it. And kind of like this one, I don't like coupes with this color. But you know what? It's because I don't like coupes in that body style. All right, guys. All right, slow down. Slow your roll. This is a cool car. Now, one thing I really like about that car is the fact that it is painted like a carnival ride. And really, truly, if you don't think you're going to have fun in that car, you don't deserve to be around a car. I just hate to say it like that. So anyway, getting back to this silver car here, like the red line radials there, I really do. It's a pretty nice looking little car. I don't like the coupes of that generation. I don't know. Here's a brand new C8. I like this. It looks a lot like this one right here. When I see that, I think Ferrari. And it's all red and all tan. So that right there, to me, you know, like the typical Ferrari is tan interior, beige interior with red. And I don't know. I guess that's why I like red sports cars and tan interior. I don't even like tan interior, beige interior. I just don't. But it's just something that goes with a red sports car, I guess. I don't know. Here's another C8. This one here has red interior. It's actually a pretty slick looking car. Really, really gorgeous car. I do like that gill slit having a two-tone. This one here looks cool. I really like how this one is. I like how there's like 5 different noticeable variants of the C8. I'm really digging that. So, okay, before I get too far away from these guys were all from Missouri, and you check out the license plates. I noticed these 2 were reversed color from each other, and see, look at that. And then there was a couple more from Missouri there too, and I'm like, oh, okay, well they all must be riding together. So that's pretty cool when you get a group of guys that, you know, or guys or gals that are like-minded enough to cruise around with you and have some fun there. This little maroon car here, I really like this. I'm not sure what color that is, but I really do like it. I like that black stripe on the hood. This here, I got distracted and I was looking at the ferry going by. So anyway, coming back to this Grand Sport here. This here is a nice looking car. You know, my only gripe about this body style here of Grand Sport is that I think that stripe should continue all the way down the front. But that's just me. I mean, yeah, it came from the factory that way, whatever. You know, we can have a discussion about that, you know, whatever. But yeah. Kind of like the C2s. I like the C6s and C7s as convertibles more than I like them as coupes. Here's another pace car, Indy pace car version, without the stickers, which a lot of these didn't have the stickers on them. Here's a white 96. The funny thing is, this kid actually lives up the street from me. I had no idea. This is why you go to things like this. You wanna encounter people that you otherwise wouldn't. And believe it or not, that white car, that's his first car, and I'm pretty impressed at how eager that kid is to want to learn. He's in the right area. He's in the right place if he wants to find people that are gonna want to help him out with that car. So, got a couple convertibles here. Not really a big fan of the C5 convertible. C8 convertibles are really going on. They got it going on there. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've got nothing against convertible. I just, you know, it's my personal preference. You know, it is what it is. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't get all bent out of shape. Ooh, something shiny. That's exactly what my wreck. I was gonna walk by this car until I saw that. I was like, wait a second, I gotta go back and see what is that. I mean, the hood kind of threw me, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. There's that popsicle blue C8 that I saw parking. Nice looking little convertible there. This is, I wanted that color and not my red one, but the more I really thought about it, the more I wanted my red one. So, you know, and you know, the sad thing is there was like 5 more C4s there, and I was really going there for C4s, but there was like 5 more C4s there, and they all left at the same time as everybody else did there. That, like, I don't know, go rewind the video, you'll see. This guy right here, pretty slick. I like how he did up his car. And a lot of these C4s I went back through and I did a little walk around. I'll do a video about them later on. I don't know what it is with the convertibles, why I like the convertibles more. Maybe it makes it look less like a Viper. I don't know. Now, I think that Chevy knocked it out of the park with the C8. I don't really like it, but I do like it. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I guess the reason why I don't like them per se is because I think, you know, when I think Corvette, I think front engine, and yeah, so it's just a little bit of a mind jog, or it's like jostling my mind, I guess. I don't know, but I really do like the C8. But it may, you know, when I think, oh, it's a Corvette, I just the processing power in the brain to accept it is just not there yet. This is pretty cool. That looks like it's hydro dipped. And the stripe, it's interesting. I've not seen that logo before, but I mean, I saw it on a few, so it must be something that's been around for a little bit. Don't mind the computer beeping at me. That's a nice looking blue on that C5. This convertible here that I'm looking at here, this one isn't too bad. I don't like, I mean, I'm not in love with that. But it kind of reminds me of, oh my goodness, like a European exotic. Now this C8 here, I haven't seen one this color combo, but for some reason I like this car. Now keep in mind, I don't like that color. I don't like the interior. I don't like anything about this car. However, this thing looks really good. I don't know what it is. I really can't explain it. So then I move on to this green C3 here, and look at this thing, man. This is full send. I love it. I wouldn't even wash the car. This one, okay, this one here, this one's a cool one. I do like the Lambo doors. That's a nice touch. Now, the really cool thing is about this, now, if you were to do what like they did with the Javelins to this car, this sucker would look like a bomb pop, and I love it. Or paint one of the sets of wheels red, man. Just do that, and you'd have yourself a bomb pop. And you would. I don't know. That car is really cool. I like it. I just really like that color, and I don't know why. That one there's pretty nice looking color. Yet again, another blue one. I do like blue Corvettes. This one here, this blue one here, that steel gray, dark blue, that was a nice one. Huh, wow, that's a nice looking one. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, it's an LT4. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I was just joking. This is actually mine. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you attended this event, let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't attended this event, it's definitely something that I would recommend. It was a fun event. My wife, she begrudgingly came with, and it was something that I knew she would probably not enjoy, but at the end of the day, she ended up enjoying it. And you know, a lot of the people that were there were talking to her, and she's like outside her realm. It was really, really cute, but at the end of the day, we had fun. We ended up actually going to Happy Joe's and sitting there and eating for about a half hour, and then we came back out. And the really cool thing is, Leclaire is such a nice small town. I mean, it's not a big city, so it's kind of hard to kind of get out of the area where we were parked and back onto the main road, because it's a main highway there, kind of. But you know, at the end of the day, it was very nice. Very enjoyable experience, and Leclaire did a fantastic job hosting the event. It was phenomenal. So anyway, that was Vette's on the River 2022. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, if you like this video in particular, let me know by leaving a comment of any type in the comment section. And do you like Corvettes? Do you like going to car shows? Let me hear your story in the comment section below. You know, you can write me an essay, or you can write a 3-word sentence and just leave it as it is. Anyway, guys, was your car featured in this little video? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll be doing another fantastically cool video here soon.